A few words about the rental market. Rentals take a very big portion of the real estate market. Lease transactions sometimes can be more complicated than the purchase transaction and might take much longer in time than initially anticipated. I see more and more landlords and their representatives hiring companies that will be doing a background check on the potential tenant. The reason being, we see a lot of fraudulent documents circling around. And of course, the landlord wants to make sure that he's getting himself a very good tenant, that there will be no problems down the road. The first step for the tenant, it is to submit the rental application. The rental application is just a brief document that gives the landlord an idea who you are. Then, of course, the landlord wants to make sure that you are, or the tenant is, a responsible individual, and they will be asking to look at the credit history report. Another reason to look at the credit history report for the landlord is just to make sure that the income that the tenant is making is going to be enough to cover all the expenses, not just only the rent, of course, but other expenses, um, car insurance, hydro, or any other utilities if that involves. Uh, Daily expenses, food, clothes, entertainment, etc. So there should be a certain ratio that shows the landlord that the income that the tenant is making is going to be enough to cover and the rent and other expenses. That's why the landlord is asking for credit history report. Also, we would like to see the job letter. And of course, the landlord will be verifying that information to make sure that you are working, that you are making money, that everything is legit there. Also, for self employed, sometimes the landlord will be asking for bank statements, again, for the same purpose to make sure that the money that is coming in and coming out is enough to cover all the expenses that I just mentioned. And if you have any questions, or if you're looking for the tenant, or if you're looking for the place to lease, let me know. I will be very happy to help you and to answer all of your questions.